Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Wednesday, March 18th, 2020. Precipitation is shown here for the past 7 days with the observed amounts on the left and the percent of normal on the right. Across the north there was a storm system that moved through over the weekend, bringing some high elevation snow and valley rain there. And then over the last couple of days we've seen some precipitation move into the southern portion of the region. New snowfall for the past 72 hours is shown here, with some snow showers over the central Idaho mountains and there along the Sierra front over the past couple of days. Snowpack amounts are shown on the right, with current values sitting near normal for much of Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah, with slightly below normal values in Nevada. This morning's satellite imagery shows some moisture moving up into the Great Basin associated with that low pressure that's currently located over Nevada. We will see some high elevation snow with valley rain in places across the geographic area today and tomorrow. So for this afternoon, we're looking for the bulk of the precipitation to be occurring over the eastern portions of the Great Basin, with maybe some high elevation snow in Nevada. Ventilation rates are higher in Nevada and Utah and slightly lower there over Idaho and western Wyoming. Wind speeds are on the lighter side across much of the geographic area, with higher speeds there over the desert southwest and southeast Utah, ahead of that low pressure moving into Nevada. Mixing heights are pretty high, especially over the Snake River Plain, and they're over Nevada and eastern and western Utah. More of the same is expected for tomorrow, Thursday, as moisture remains in place over the eastern half of the geographic area for continued cool temperatures and mix of rain and high elevation snow. Ventilation rates are still somewhat favorable for prescribed fire operations across the Great Basin. On Thursday, we will see a slight uptick in those wind speeds over the southern half of Utah, and mixing heights remain high, generally high over Nevada and portions of southern Utah. On Friday, some clearing skies will return to the eastern half of the geographic area as the low moves off to the east. Ventilation rates will begin to decrease over Nevada, but there are still a few pockets here and there over southern Idaho and eastern Utah where those rates are a little bit higher. Winds will be quite light over Nevada and western Utah on Friday. Mixing heights are still on the higher side on Friday. This brings us to Utah's forecasted clearing index for the next 3 days, shown here with pretty favorable values for today and tomorrow, especially across the south and east. And then by Friday, we'll see those values decreasing over the north and west, with continued high values in southeast Utah. The 3-day precipitation totals are shown here. We're expecting to see the bulk of the precipitation coming to the high elevations of Utah in the form of some snow and some low elevation rain across other portions of the geographic area. On Saturday, we should see sunny skies and slightly warmer temperatures as we get a little bit of a break in between storm systems. Ventilation rates are still not particularly favorable for prescribed fire operations. On Sunday, we'll begin to see another trough developing over the Pacific Northwest, and another little low there off the California coast. That will begin to bring another round of showers to the geographic area. But ventilation rates are high across Nevada on Sunday. And then increasing region-wide by Monday as that low develops and begins to move a little bit further south. So we should see increasing wind speeds and some increasing moisture, especially to the northern 2/3 of the geographic area on Monday. And then more of the same is expected Tuesday as that low moves a little bit closer to Idaho and Nevada. We'll see continued chances for showers up there and gustier conditions region-wide. The precipitation totals expected for days 4 and 5, this is Saturday through Monday, is shown here. Really just looking for that moisture to begin to move into Idaho and western Wyoming, associated with that low moving in from the Pacific Northwest. The extended forecast from the Climate Prediction Center is calling for below normal temperatures for much of the geographic area heading into the last week of March, with above normal chances for some precipitation, especially over Utah and Nevada. This concludes today's smoke dispersion briefing. Please check back on Friday for the latest updates.